Yeah, Brent from the future here, and I'm editing the video, and I just realized the audio sounds really crappy because I'm using my earphones right now since I don't have my microphone with me. So, yeah, just want to say that the audio is kind of bad, so just know that before watching the video. Thanks. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Brent, and I almost had a heart attack. Let me explain why. So on the screen now, Hololive official, the English account, tweeted out notice regarding cover affiliated talent Uruha Rushia. So before we get into this, if you don't know what's going on with Rushia, I suggest watching my last video where I discuss it, and yeah, because there I give the basic gist of it. It's not really long. It's not that long. It's probably like the first 5 minutes. You don't even have to hear my thoughts. If you just want context, and if you're not in the loop and you want context, I suggest looking at my other video or search up actual good translations online to get a general gist of what's going on. Okay, now that that's out of the way. So they released this article regarding Russia, and the reason I almost had a heart attack is because I think I mentioned in my last video, I've been in the Hololive fandom since 2020. And if I know Cover Corporation, whenever a giant drama like this happens, their first instinct is to always suspend whoever is involved in it. There's a lot of older situations. I'm not going to bring that up here. You know, if you want to see what I'm talking about or you want to look into it, just look into it yourself. But basically, if you're here since 2020, you'd know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so I kind of got scared reading this, but when I actually opened the article and read through it, I was actually pretty impressed. So I want to read it to you guys right now, and I'll give you my thoughts about it because I have a lot to say about it. So here's the article, and let's read it together now, shall we? Notice regarding cover affiliated talent Uruha Rushia. Thank you to everyone for your continued support of Cover Corporation. We would like to extend our deepest apologies to all related parties and to our fans who have always supported us for the great concern we have caused over the past couple of days. Regarding the incident surrounding the talent belonging to our company, Uruha Rushia, the private life of the talent is left up to the individual, as it should be. We, as Cover, do not interfere with our talent's private lives. In addition, due to the slander and defamation that accompanied this case on various social media platforms, not only Uruha Rushia herself but also other talents within our company have suffered harsh emotional stress. We ask that you refrain from further misinformation and harassment, which people definitely should stop spreading lies. I don't know why this has to be said. That's how you know the world's kind of fucked up. It's when you have to say the obvious. Anyway, we are currently discussing internally on how to respond to the series of incidents involving the talent Uruha Rushia, as there has been an outburst of misleading information to third parties as well as a leakage of information including those of fellow business and correspondents. We have been working on the following issue internally since the time this occurred, but it took some time to understand and investigate the situation fully, and we apologize for the delay in reporting until today. Eh, I don't know about that, but whatever. We once again apologize for any inconvenience this issue may have caused and would like to thank all of you for your continued support of Cover Corporation. February 14th, 2022, Cover Corporation. So yeah, that's the official press release from Cover Corp. So the basic gist of it is Cover is basically saying that with this whole situation, they're working internally on it. You know, basically amongst themselves, they don't want to be too public about it. They're just talking amongst each other, and I bet they're including Rusha in it as well, considering she's like the main one affected in this. So they're just discussing it within the company, and they're not gonna release any information yet. But that's the gist of this letter. What are my thoughts about it? Actually, I actually really like the response that Cover gave compared to back then. Like I said, things were really bad back then in 2020. Like if you look at Cover 2020 and Cover 2022, you can really tell that they listen to their fans because back in 2020, everyone gave Cover shit for what their decisions, rightfully so, by the way, because like definitely they were making some dumbass decisions. So yeah, I'm reading this. I'm glad that they didn't immediately take action. They decided to review the situation, try to understand what's going on, and they said that the response was delayed because the information was late, or maybe let's read it. Let's read it again. We are We are working on the following issue internally since at the time this occurred, but it took some time to understand and investigate the situation fully, and we apologize for the delay. So they said that it took them some time to understand the situation. That part I'm not 100% sure on because it is a pretty easy situation to understand. It's just basically a bunch of misunderstandings, but it doesn't really matter. At least we got the response. So yeah, I'm glad I'm glad with the response they gave. It's like again, it really shows they're sticking up for Rushia. They didn't throw her under the bus. They're actually trying to protect her. They're trying to soothe the fires down. And yeah, they're discussing with Rushia. They're discussing with her managers how to deal with this situation. And I like it. That's how it should have been. And I guess now, and for me personally, I maybe I don't know if this is like a stretch, but my faith in Cover Corp was restored because it's like okay, you can tell they're learning. They're learning from their mistakes. They're actually listening to the fans, listening to the backlash that they receive, and I like that. As a company, it's important to listen to your consumers. So yeah, as for you, Rushia also made a tweet today saying so this is what the tweet said. This is a translation by Long Akiha from the Rushia fan Discord. Yeah, I saw it on the pin messages in the fan dead Rushia something chat. Basically, it's like the general chat made specifically to talk about Rushia. So the translation is sorry for not being able to immediately talk to you. My deepest apologies for causing everyone to worry and troubling everyone. Further, let me communicate with you properly when I'm able to regain my composure. Sorry. So I'm gonna show the original tweet right now. So yeah, Rushia tweeted this at today on February 14. I think 10 o'clock was it? Yeah, somewhere around 10 o'clock my time, which is 11 o'clock over there. So yeah, Rushia said that she's apologizing for causing a little bit of a mess. In all honesty, though, it's not her fault. Seriously, it's not her fault. It's just people overreacting. So definitely, she doesn't have anything to apologize for. She's apologizing, and she said uh she'll come back after she's able to compose herself or heal herself mentally and physically. And to which I say, great, good. Take a few days off. I'm really hope that she this can all blow over and everything can go back to normal. Really, because like I said in the my last video, nobody should have to be harassed over doing nothing but living their life. Now, before anything, I want to say whether or not these allegations, and you know what I'm talking about, regarding Rushi are true or not, it still doesn't matter. You shouldn't have to be harassed for just living your life. So whether it's just an accident, a slip of the mind, basically, and people just took it the worst way possible, and it's stupid. It's a bunch of misunderstandings. Didn't even give her a chance to explain herself. They just quickly took out the pitchforks, and not everyone, of course, just a very loud minority. Everyone I've seen thus far has been very supportive. Rarely do I see someone who's just actually like being toxic, being a Twitter tard, one of those people, the loud ones, the stupid ones who like to spread information. Yeah, most of everybody's very supportive, but definitely, you know, it's still baffling to me how the amount of people that are like taking this or like making this whole drama out of nothing. So yeah, to summarize my thoughts, hope everything goes well for Rushia. Hopefully she recovers and she composes herself. Hopefully she can get through this hardship in life. Props to Cover Corp for their good response. My faith in them has been that much or that slightly restored. I don't know if they're 100% good, but I am definitely positive that they are at least listening to their consumers, which is good. Criticism is important in this line of work. And also, yeah, screw those people who are spreading misinformation. Shut the fuck up. If you have nothing good to say, shut the fuck up. No one gives a shit. Go out, touch some grass, take a shower, hug your mom. And if you don't have a mom, hug your dad. And if you don't have any, hug your body pillow. I don't give a shit. Just go out and get some goddamn sunlight or something. Jesus, be normal, okay? Be normal. Jesus. That's all from me. The situation's looking brighter or getting better, hopefully.
it continues down this road, and eventually everything can go back to normal. So yeah, happy Valentine's, everybody. Very weird, or very like crazy roller coaster of emotions for Valentine's Day, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's about it for me.